all have an opportunity to talk about ourselves. So, we're going to ask you to introduce yourself, say what you do, and then we are going to switch chairs. I'm asking you to sit with someone today you don't know. I have special guests from Phoenix, Arizona. Linda's from Phoenix with the Women's Federation for World Peace. Laura Humbeck, my traveling buddy across the globe. And so many of you. Here comes Miss Iris Watson. Let's give her a stand.
Hey, baby. How you?
A group of remarkable women, and I want to say thank you so much for your time and thank you for being here. You're gonna greet later because I'm gonna ask you to switch chairs. No, after Mr. Kelly comes and after we introduce everyone.
So, where was she sitting?
Yeah, ours is right there.
Okay, well, the stuff is.
There's stuff in there. Is that what you said? Yeah. What? Every once in a while, your accent shows up. Yeah.
I know. It must be the New York accent.
It's a New York accent. Wow. Thank you all so much for being on time, too. That's very, very important for the women that are in business. Let the guys will continue to take your picture. As most of you know, I have a podcast and I write for a lot of people. Here comes Miss. Hello, hello. Miss Pipkins. Come all the way down this way, sweetheart. Miss Pipkin is with the Missing Black Girls. I'm expecting Abba Garcia to come in shortly. So,
wow,
okay. Does Mr. Kelly have his suit on yet? That's really what he's doing, he's getting dressed.
She is for real.
Wow, this is, give yourselves a big hand. This is great. Miss Sheila Bailey. Everybody knows who that woman is.
Yes.
And if you don't know Sheila, you have to know E.K. Bailey. So she bought her books today. She's going to autograph the books. And so you get a chance to speak with her about everything. Yeah, bless you. Wow. I don't want to start introducing people. But I do want to introduce Miss Kelly Hill. Mrs. Hill is the mother of the entrepreneur, and she works upstairs in the law office. So it's a family. It's actually a family affair, which is what we're celebrating. Family, and entrepreneurship. We started the Women to Watch, the W Luncheon. It's about African American women who run businesses. We're going to have to run some businesses, and the 10U is important. So. And believe me, today we've got a wide array of what is happening in the world today, especially with Linda. Yes. We might ought to start with you because I would like to talk just briefly a little bit about the United Nations and what the Women's Federation is doing. So if you would stand up, see, it's my show today.
What a pressure, huh? I am originally from Suriname. You know where Suriname is?
No.
It's in South America.
Oh.
Before it was called Dutch Guyana. So my first language is Dutch. And I have been here for over 30 years, but I don't think I will lose the accent. I'm so happy to be here because Laura, my buddy, you know, she truly is a wonderful elder sister to me. Of course, you know, my sister Esther too. We are both with the Women's Federation for World Peace. Many people ask, well, what is it? You know, what is it? And I said, it's really a group of women. We want to empower women so that they can strengthen their families, especially. But I think most important is we're going to create a culture of heart. Because if you have a culture of heart and you know how to do it, you can go in your family, you can go in your society, and you can make great changes. So how do we do that? I always say, you know, we have so many projects. You know, we have educational projects, such as the Leadership of the Heart. We have a service project, such as Schools of Africa. We have 9 schools that we are supporting every year so that the young women and men, of course, can really get the education that they need. So we have kindergarten, preschool, trade schools, technical schools. And then the other thing that I realized, the educational programs are mostly working with women. Like now, we are here all together. You have your own unique value and your own way how you're going to do stuff. So we're all coming together, we're collaborating, we're empowering each other so that we can leave something behind for our next generation. So I'm all about next generation. So if you're under 50, you are next generation. I'm not 50, I'm 21. Okay? Anyway, I just want to say I'm so happy to be here because, you know, there's so much need in the world. And I know women are so unique because we really can bring world peace together. Because we have this incredible war. We are so special, you know, in comparison with men. We can complement our men. I'm not saying that I'm against men because I love men very much. But I also need some equity and some equality so that we both can work creating that kind of peace we want within ourselves, with our families, in our societies, in the nation. Because when you look around, our families are falling apart. Okay, I'm a teacher at a community college and I love it. But every time I speak with some young people, mom is not there, dad is not there, divorced, grandpa, you know, they're all taking care of our kids. So where are mom and dad? Where are our marriages? So we're big on really helping women to really first have some great understanding who we are, our value, our identity. And with that, you can then go and help other women and then become really like powerful women, strengthen each other. So that is what Women's Federation does. So we are in almost 210 countries in South America, Japan, you know, and we started in 1992. Now it all started because our co-founders of this organization, Dr. Haki Hanmoon and her late husband, they really felt it's time for women to rise up and to stand up. It's the era of women. It's a golden era. So they realized that we need to organize something, you know, for women that they can come together, work together, and really fly. So they started in 1992 with this organization, and in 1995 we got, you know, the entrance in the United Nations, and we became an NGO with consultative status. Now, in order to be an NGO, it's not an easy job because you have to do stuff and prove to people what you're doing. So there are not many countries who are really, you know, a part of the NGO, but we're so grateful because we have been an NGO since 1995. So it's a lot of work. We have the Women's Federation also in the headquarters there. And also we just celebrated our 30th anniversary and we have a book over there. Please take a look. Even I'm like, wow, I didn't know we were doing all of this. But it is wonderful how we're supporting women, our families, but more for our societies. And I feel that with just being here, I can feel such an incredible, wonderful spirit of each person, what they're doing. And whatever you're doing, that is what you're meant to be. Your gift is bringing out, and we want to share with that gift. So thank you so much for inviting me, especially my wonderful Esther. Love her to death. I was going to take her with me to Phoenix so we can start something there too, huh? So thanks so much for being here and wonderful meeting you all.
Dear ladies, would you please welcome Mr. Kevin Kelly.
How are you ladies doing today? Well, let me start by saying you all look fantastic today. I was in my office upstairs and I had on some sweatpants and some Jordans. And so I asked my mom, do I need to change clothes? She's like, please change clothes. So I put a suit on just for you all. But thank you all so much. I appreciate you being here today because you could have dined anywhere and you chose to come to my restaurant. So we're very, very appreciative of that. I understand your purpose, what you're here for, and you know, for such a fantastic month too. For many who don't know, I have a lot of fantastic women that help run my companies. My counsel who runs my law firm, my general counsel is a female, my culinary director is a female, my CFO, you know, we have a lot of strong women that are fueling the success of my multiple businesses and my 450 plus employees. And so I commend you guys so much on what you've done. Commend you ladies. so much on your accomplishments. It's a fantastic thing because we need to see more of it. And so just thank you very, very much for bringing your dining experience here, and we thank you. And my restaurant, a lot of people don't know I opened it so that I can have a place that I can go hang out and so family and friends can be comfortable too. And a group of women as class as you all, a month is special. Always feel comfortable to come here anytime you want. My kitchen is your kitchen. My restaurant is your restaurant. Thank you for being here. Constable, hey. but thank y'all so much and have a great day, okay?
Thank
Can I get a picture with the ladies by chance? Aisha, will you like to take a picture with my phone? And I'm going to slide in over here.
Okay, yes.
How can you go over there? You get us all? How y'all doing? You got everybody? Okay. Constable, I'll see you next week at the restaurant.
Okay, now I'm gonna ask everyone to please introduce yourselves. We want to know how wonderful you are, what you do, how we can help, whatever you want to say. That's why we try to keep the W Luncheon at 20 or 21 people, so we can talk. And as soon as we introduce ourselves, I'm going to ask you to move and sit with someone you don't know. And we're going to do that very rapidly. So we're going to start on, I'll leave Mrs. Bailey for last. We're going to start with Iris Watson. And we're going to talk about ourselves for just, give me a hot 2 or 3 minutes, okay? A hot 2 or 3 minutes. Loud and clear. Iris!
Stand up. Tell her stand up.
Stand up.
That's okay, hon. Hello, my name is Iris Watson. I am the owner of Wow Iblicks Hair Studio, just right there down the street off of St. Paul and Pacific. I've been in downtown Dallas for 14 years now. I am a natural hairstylist and a barber. Shop is a barber shop. I became self-employed and entrepreneur because I used to work at a company, housing authority, and I got on suspension with pay. So make a long story short, I've been volunteering in the community for over 30 years now. I became self-employed because I was on suspension with pay, and in my hearing, it was a pre-hearing, someone told the president of my department said to me, what's more important, your job or your kids? So I need a job to support them, but my kids come first. So while on suspension with pay, I was working at another job. I guess I wasn't supposed to, but I was. I wasn't waiting for somebody to fire me. But I remember this lady telling me, always have a business that provides a service. I always have a plan A, B, and C. So by the time they made their decision, I moved on to DISD, and while I was at DISD, I remember what that lady said to me. I always have a plan A, B, and C. So that's why I ended up going to Barber College. So being in Barber College, I set my goals to own a shop within 10 years. I got my shop in 9 years of being in business. An entrepreneur, but working under someone else, and then I got my own shop. So make a long story short again, I said that to say, now I still get to give back to the community financially, and I get to meet new people, and I get to provide my services for free to some people. So I love what I do.
From Dolly, where are you from?
No, I'm from Van Alstyne, Texas.
Van Alstyne.
Grayson County.
Okay.
Close to Oklahoma.
I go around the
Closer.
town.
But I'm born in Dallas, St. Paul's Hospital. And Esther and I have known each other for 21 years. She was nominated by an organization that I've been a part of. She was nominated as an ambassador for peace. And that's obvious why, and she is able to, meet so many people, and through her and through the organization that I belong to, which is Women's Federation for World Peace, which again is part of an umbrella organization called Universal Peace Federation. Big words, and obviously not easy to achieve. But anyway, I lived in Dallas for a long time, moved to California, ended up coming back to my hometown. I have one son and a husband. We all live, well, my son is married, thankfully, and has 2 children. And it's this, to me, one of the main things that Glenda pointed out before was that family is so important. And we really believe that this word came to me, the template for society is the family. If you think about things as templates that we didn't create, that we were born with, that we were given, that God created. And if we try to get outside the template, we find unhappiness, even though sometimes it's hard to figure it out. So family is so important. And the other thing is that we're all under the same Creator God. And so, and this is something that's so hard to really live by, but it's the basic point that I'm so inspired by. So anyway, it's wonderful to be here. Everybody can talk for 5 hours, right? It'll just dong or whatever. But anyway, it's so great to be here. Thank you.
This is 400 and
I think it's almost 500 actually.
500 pages. I'm on page 68. I have to bring that out. But it's the Women's Federation for World Peace, women all over the world, basically talking about what they do in their countries to make life better. So I just want you to know that. Okay. Our next guest, you're going to be so thrilled to have her. So get ready for...
No pressure.
Hi, you all. I'm Dakira.
How loud for me?
I'm Dakira. I'm here today in honor of my Nana. Deborah Jones was my grandmother.
Oh, yeah.
Don't make me cry. I am an entrepreneur. I've been an entrepreneur since, I guess, before I even knew I was an entrepreneur. That's just been instilled in me. That's like what all my family does. I cater, I make treats, I make floral arrangements. I brought my card to you all. I got an app, I just got it made. Just thank you all for having me.
Okay, it's time for the dynamic duo. Who's gonna go first?
We can do it together.
No, you. That's all. And step back so we can see the outfit. I'm from the fashion world. You gotta see what you have on.
Real good.
I feel bad.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, there you go.
So my name is Aaliyah. I'm a medical esthetician at Dramatic Results Salon and Spa. So I run the spa side and my mom runs the salon side. So we do a range of services from facials to microneedling. We do advanced treatments. We do advanced body sculpting. We do red light therapy. We do foot detox. We do everything. But so I run the spa side, so I make sure everything runs smooth on the spa side. So my job is to make women feel good and enhance the beauty that's already there.
Y'all, I want to elaborate on my baby's testimony a little bit. Aaliyah graduated from Spelman College. She has a computer science, computer engineer major. Before she went to Spelman and we had to spend all of this money, I had encouraged her to go into the beauty industry. And she decided not to because that's what she wanted to do. And I'm a supporter, I'm a mom. After, the countless amount of money that's spent and, she decides during COVID, you guys, to do facials and make that her business. I supported her. Now we're here. To tell you about my testimony, I moved here 22 years ago. I'm almost telling my age. From Louisiana. Bad marriage. Almost became homeless.
So in the salon now, we really incorporate dealing with those women with self-independence, self-love, peace, just hope for tomorrow. Because I, don't think we even have time to stop and pay attention to. It's kind of rough. So with me and my daughter, just great. When y'all get to fellowship with this one right here, she is truly a beauty. I am too, but I got a little crazy side to me. I'm gonna keep you laughing. But she's like serious all the time when it come down to women and that love and that self-empowerment that we all give. My name is Wanda, Dramatic Results Salon and Spa, and I cannot wait. Miss Esther, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so very much. To be in the midst of so many powerful women, it means the world to me. And I can't wait to just continue the fellowship after this.
Amen.
Before this next person gets before Kenny gets up, we have a couple of my models in here from 30 years ago.
Oh my goodness.
And so Keena Backus is up next, y'all.
Let me get on in here. First of all, I want to say to God be the glory. I'm so thankful. Last year, I celebrated 30 years as a beauty icon. I got that beauty icon stuff from Esther and your grandma. I sat at their feet, literally. And I celebrated 20 years as being the owner of Mocha Makeup and Skincare. So I'm real excited. I've been doing makeup a long time. I was very young, like you ladies, when I first got started. And now I have actually combined everything I've learned over the years to help elevate me to the next level. To God be the glory, we were able to open up an actual store. We're in Red Oak, Texas. The ironic part is that we opened up during the pandemic when people weren't even wearing makeup. So that was definitely God's favor. We were selling makeup online, and we told our customers, when you wear mocha, it don't come off on that mask. So you can kiss, you can talk, you can wear your mask and everything, keep your mocha on. But what we have started to do now is to do more empowerment. So we actually teach you how to put your own makeup on. So that way, anytime you want to get cute, like we was coming to this event today, I'm like, let me get it together. I'm on the phone doing stuff. So make sure, ladies, that you take time for you. I hear so many ladies say, I just don't have time. You mean you don't have time to put your red lipstick on? You don't have time to put your foundation on? You don't have time? Y'all look beautiful. But the average woman, they don't want to, it's like, no, I don't want to do it. So what we're going to do, we're going to look good, we're going to feel good, we're going to celebrate. Thank you so much for this opportunity. And before I forget, this is very important. Now, I pass out my cards all the time. I give people my information all the time, and they really want to come, but, it's all about timing. But now let me tell you this. If anybody comes to Mocha for the Mocha consultation, I will give you a free tube of lipstick. Okay? All right? So anybody in this room, you come, you don't have to buy nothing, but you got to try it on. I got to let you put it on. And then you try it on, and you see how you like it, compared to what you might wear or compared to what you're looking for. I also have a full line of skincare, and I just got into serums. So I'm on another level with these serums. And I'll be 50 in July, and the serum's been helping me. So I want to share it with y'all. Free tube lipstick, I'm in Red Oak, we'll connect.
You stay right there. I can stay here. Yeah, I got you.
Well, good afternoon, ladies. I'm so glad to be here today. I am highly motivated, and I want to give glory to God, give all the honor to God that for the things that He has done for me, and I can see as you all today. So this is a great day that the Lord has made, and we're going to rejoice in it. Okay, ladies? All right. My name is Deborah Blair Abram. Actually, Deborah Sue Blair Abram. I am a Dallasite. I've been in Dallas for 70 years now. I was born here.
I've got my start through a good raising through my family, Moselle Blair, my dad, William Blair Jr., who is an icon, and my mom an icon as well. My mother was one of the biggest caterers in Dallas, Moselle Blair Catering here in Dallas, Moselle Jordan Blair Catering in Dallas, Texas. My father, William Blair Jr., started out as a Negro League baseball player. Oh, but first of all, he was in the World War II. I never shall forget this because he always said that he was the youngest sergeant, black or white, in the Army in the World War II. Wow. So I want to give homage to them because they both speak to me from the grave every day. So I love them, my brother as well, Jordan, my other brother, William. I've been in business now for in media business, newspaper business, for the last 68 years. Wow. Working with my dad, and before then, because I used to be at home with my dad when he put the paper together when he came home from the war and playing Negro League baseball. So when he came home, I started working with him, but at 17, I started working for him in the office. Now, I do the newspaper, Elite newspaper. It's Elite News, but I have two brothers that came along with the young group. They're under the baby boomers, and they started calling it Elite. So I'm going to say Elite. You know, we have to kind of go along with the changes now of the world, and, you know, and work with one another. You know, it's nothing like getting an understanding and working with one another. So I've been doing business with Elite Newspaper. I am the president of Elite Newspaper, and cooking, bottle washing, all that other stuff and everything like that. But I thank God for my position, for the work that we do. The paper's been around now for 74 years. We had two name changes. One, it started out with Southwest Sports News, and then it went to High Life News. So what we were doing at first, when Dad came home from the war, he was getting sports scores for kids throughout the country because they couldn't get sports for black kids here, you know, across the country. And then it became the High Life News, which is a newspaper that also entertained and did information on Cap Calloway, Sarah Vaughan, different people of that fact and that sort. And then in 1960, Elite News married the church. So now we're married to the church, but we also do advertising and media for all companies and as it stands now. So it's still a family-owned business. I love this business, and as of last year, and first of all, I have 6 children, 9 children, 54 grandchildren, and I think 15 great-grandchildren. Wow. Okay.
Go, girl.
But I never wanted children. I did always say I wanted to have children like my mom and dad because they were so nice to us, you know, and kind to us. And today my son, one of them are here today, our photographer, Mr. Casey Blair. I call him Hot Dog Diddy of the city. And I'm just so thankful. First of all, I want to say thank you, Esther Davis. Thank you so much. And I want to also say that this is Women's Month, and congratulations to all you women for Women's Month. But you know, we celebrate women, as you said earlier, we celebrate women, the Women's Federation. I've worked with you all before. We celebrate Women's Day every day, not just Women's Month, you know. So if it wasn't for women, where would we be? Yes. Okay, so now I have embarked in a new area in my life. I've always wanted to have a TV news station. And so God knew back then what I wanted to do, but this is the time for it now. So my podcast is On Assignment TV Network. We became visual in August of 2022. Now, as it stands, in the next week, we will be going forward to Roku, and I have 100 stations, 100 channels, excuse me. And I like to entertain all of you ladies with the program. So any ideas you have, they're not too big and not too small. So that's what I do. I love the Lord. I love people, you know, and that's my heart, because if you can't love your neighbor.
And that's 3 minutes.
And you can't love your neighbor, you can't love anybody. Thank you.
Ladies, I have the Honorable Elba Garcia that came by too. And she's here for Glenda Lambert and the Women's Federation for World Peace.
Well, first of all, thank you so much for the invitation. Esther Davis, you continue to be that leadership in our community that brings us together. I have the honor of working with Esther Davis and Ms. Blair for many years. And of course, you know, always an advocate for women and seniors. And you're always in my heart.
You always help me with that.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, and elected officials, I see some of them here today. Thank you. It's always a pleasure, you know, being here recognizing the most powerful force in our community, and that is women.
Women,
You know,
yes.
when we talk about pillars in our community, when we talk about educated women, it's educated the generations of families for the betterment of our communities. And when Esther called me, you know, I can't say no. So, I mean, I was looking at the Federation, and the first thing that came out of my computer is our mission. Empowering women as peace builders and leaders in the family to transform the community, nation, and world through education, advocacy, partnership, reconciliation, and humanitarian service that aims to create an environment of peace and well-being for future generations and people of all races, cultures, and religious creeds. Isn't that just beautiful? So I wanted to come, and even if it was for a brief moment, welcome Ms. Lambert to Dallas County. And the letter is very simple, just says, welcome to Dallas County. The work you do to empower women and encourage peace through all your efforts is highly commendable. I am certain that the work that you do through the Women's Federations of World Peace will transcend, not only in our communities, but through the world. We are honored in Dallas County to have you here, and I hope that you will visit us again. Absolutely. And if we can ever be of any assistance, you know you have friends right here in Dallas County.
Oh, thank you.
Muchísimas gracias, felicidades, que
Muchas
vivan las
gracias.
mujeres. You know, well,
Thank you so much. Fantastic. Thank you so much.
it's a
I
pleasure to
really
have you.
love
And
that.
you have friends like Ms. Davis, here you have friends like you.
Yes.
Thank you,
so
ladies.
much.
Thank you. Alba Garcia, she's at the County Commissioners Court with there are 4 or 5 of you?
We are 5,
There are
yes.
5 county commissioners. And it's open to the public, so if you don't have anything to do, go down and listen to them.
Why watch 3 minutes on TV when you can watch the whole soap opera in here? So, with that being said, Mr.
Thank you.
Whitaker is
Thank
always
you
great.
so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hey, Joe, good to see you out for me. Oh, you got some Saturday? Okay.
Thank you so much. Good to see
Thank you
you.
so much.
Enjoy your lunch.
Wow, give her another big hand.
I am living on what's left. Those of you who are here, the challenge is to live on what's left. I don't have much health. Live on what's left. I don't have much money. Live on what's left. I don't have much talent. Live on what's left. I don't have much of a car. Live on what's left. I don't have much of a house. Live on what's left.
To get books, CDs, and DVDs, go to SheilaB.org to order yours today.